Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace in, well, certainly familiar surroundings for me, as we are on Forza 6 with an MX-5 in rather soggy conditions at Sebring, coming up towards the infamous Puddle of Doom. The Master gets a little bit unhappy, runs slightly wide, but it's the curb that really screws the car over. Yeah, don't go near that curb, it turns out. I've never seen that curb launch a car in that particular manner. Yeah, that's a spectacular roll, certainly. Evil Fox 001 on Forza 6, exactly the same pace. Puddle of Doom gets him. This time, though, Curb doesn't launch his car into the air, but he's fighting and wiggling and spins the car and gets it all back under control. Well held. Only loses one position. To have a spin on the Puddle of Doom and only lose one position, pretty damn good going. So, well done. Well done on that one. We're on to Forza Horizon 2 in the closing seconds of the Game of King, when we managed to get the Lotus 11 stuck in that it's well and truly wedged and sort of vibrating, and it does eventually get itself free. That's not an ideal place to get your Lotus part Exploit 23 on Assetto Corsa. Now, last week out, we saw the terrain eat a Formula 1 car. This time it tries to eat a Ferrari F40. That isn't quite as successful, but yeah, that's a ruined Ferrari. We're on to Drive Club next with some high-speed hitting of a curb. Things have gone wrong there. Things have gone very, very wrong there as the car tumbles and tips, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there is an invisible wall to stop it going flying into the water. But, yeah, it turns out curbs are quite dangerous on Drive Club as well pretty much everywhere else. On to Need for Speed Underground 2 with a rather persistent AI, rather pestering AI that manages to tip this Toyota rather sideways that lets the RX-7 past. But instant karma is thankfully right around the corner in the shape of a van that smacks the Mazda out of the way, and the Supra can regain his lead. We've got to Toby on Live for Speed with a very noisy Formula 1 car. Turns out Formula 1 cars and grass, not a good combination. Just turns in a little too soon, gets a wheel caught on the grass. That drags the car around and spits it through a wall, and physics doesn't really know quite what to make of this. So, yeah, Formula 1 cars and grass, probably not the best combination at really, really high speeds. Derp IV on GTA 5, racing around on his motorbike, wants to do some stunting off the little concrete barrier, so does a wheelie, bounces his bike up into the air, almost lands it perfectly. Kind of grinds the rail, falls over. But it's the AI that decides their best method of getting out of the way is to jump down the stairs. I'm not entirely sure on the logic behind that one. Yes, there's a flying motorbike has come towards us, so quickly let's kamikaze ourselves off the building. Who knows? LM145 has just finished modifying his FQ620 when sudden attack from a hot knife. It just puts the car on its roof for seemingly no apparent reason. It's just, yeah, decides it's going to be on its roof. Zombie Cheese on GTA 5, flying around with a not exactly the healthiest of fighter jets. The engine cuts out as he goes to do a nosedive, realises that he can't pull it up, so goes for the eject. You expect him to be ejected straight into the mountain and splattered. Somehow, they're alive. We've seen this before with some incredible survivals from ejecting at incredibly low altitude. Somehow they got away with that. That's, yeah, quite impressive to survive that. Kentucky Moose on GT5 with the police. Well, it actually laid a successful spike strip. The car that he's trying to get away with here, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all of the tyres gone, certainly on the rear. So useful bit of police work. Didn't last long. He takes a shortcut onto the motorway, and not useful police work anymore. We had one good moment. One good moment, quickly followed by a big exploding moment, and the police are at it again. This time, minding your own business on a jet ski, and sudden attack of a police boat. And then said police boat doesn't really know what it's doing. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's trying to escape out of the harbour. I mean, that's some impressive sort of boat wheelies. I don't know quite what you would call it. It's not really wheelies because it's not wheels, but never mind. Either way, the police boat is not quite satisfied with having just attacked a poor random jet skier and is deciding that, yeah, it wants out of the water and then it manages to go and get itself stuck in the corner. It's... You know what the GTA 5 police are like. They're not the most intelligent of police forces, but there we go. This one is from me. We were testing a new King of the Hill map with some random cars. By the end of it, we were just sort of flinging cars through the wind turbines, just messing about. I grabbed myself an Oracle, as you can see by the many wrecked vehicles around. Decided, yeah, we'll drive at this one. I timed it pretty well to get here. Physics, though, decided that I'm going to go towards the ocean now. Now, this is not normal. This is definitely not normal for being hit by a wind turbine. We're still going. We're passing the quarry now. We're passing the quarry. Can't even see the wind turbines anymore. We're twisting, and I can just about manage to sort it out before we hit the ground. We do still carrying an awful lot of speed. I kind of tipped the car into the ground, hoping to stop it. Amazingly, we stopped it before going into too deeper a water. The car, yeah, it's fine. I'm still not quite sure how on earth the Oracle survived. That is a ridiculous flight, and it's still working. And finally, we have Black and Red 81 on Nascar 2003, when the car on the inside gets things wrong, spins around, cuts his way through the field, and causes the 26 to become a monorail car. But I'm not quite sure why it's stuck on the middle. And the thing is, it's not really slowing down either. It's stuck on the middle bit. It doesn't slow down. I think the course might go downhill around this corner. The 81 gets collected again by something else. But the car, yeah, it keeps going. It keeps going along the railing. Yeah, that is well and truly wedged. This goes on for quite a while. I think it goes on for about a minute with the car kind of getting stuck along the railing. And I love how the 81 just kind of cruises up and just sort of stays alongside it. Again, not sure why, but maybe I'm assuming the 81 had quite a lot of damage from all of that. Anyway, he's staying alongside as if trying to help the Toyota, and then physics gets unhappy and eventually it kind of falls off the rail. But yeah, slightly peculiar crash. Oh, the 81's come back again. It did not want to leave the poor Toyota alone. Anyway, that is it for this episode. If you have clips you would like to submit to this series, then you can via our forums. There will be a link in the description. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and you can submit all of your clips in there. But that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.